Hi guys, this is Kimberly Knox, KK, your astrological success coach. I'm really excited to bring you the weekly KK report. My passion is to inspire, motivate, and encourage you through exceptional personal self-knowledge. And this is where all growth starts, when you start to learn about yourself at deeper levels. But the weekly KK report, what the whole success part is really getting in tune with the current astrological weather, the energies, so that you can utilize it for your highest success. And as an astrological coach, what I love to help people do is to really work with that energy so that you're manifesting great things in your life, so you understand what areas of your life can be going through change, massive change, and how you can redirect possible things that could be challenges and obstacles, turn them into benefits, and where change is happening, okay? And how you can best take any of those and make opportunity for yourself. I've used this for many years in sales, and it's really great tool to know like what days to really put things out there and to understand the new moons, the full moons, and just staying in sync with that. Because at the really basic level of astrology in Babylonian times, this is where they started using it, following the new moon, the full moon, and of course, watching the eclipses, which everyone was afraid of back then. And we have a massive one coming in August, right across. The path of it is going to cross across the United States. So it is a pivotal time for us here in the United States. But where is that happening in your chart? And that's where you can reach out to me for personal chart coaching and consultations, kk@kkastrology.com. And of course, I weave into this also really great tidbits on health. And health is all located in your chart as well, especially you Sagittarians, or anyone who has Saturn on them, squaring them, on them, conjuncting them. It brings more stress and attention, or if it's in the 6th house. So there's certain areas of your life, where you need to do the work and you'll get the rewards. If you're not, you're going to get some feedback. So let's get on with this week. We'll see who's hot. We'll see what's going on. We're going to touch on the full moon coming up in really deep Scorpio. And what does that mean? This is deep emotional issues. This is also about our mergers. This is partnerships, mergers, business, investments, where we're investing our time, our talent, our money, and where you could be holding secrets. And emotional issues can come up at that time so they can be healed. That's all part of the Scorpio moon. And depending on what you have going on in your life, it will be the essence of how you're feeling this. And of course, where is that happening in your life as well? So who is hot this week? Well, Taurus, you're still hot because it's your birthday month. So happy birthday, all Tauruses. We planted new seeds with the new moon in Taurus, which is all about abundance, looking into your self-esteem, your value, your talent, what you have, looking at self-love. The love you steal is a love you can never take. So all those people having affairs, dating, serial dating, eating too much, buying too much, you're feeding yourself with this rush. But you need to feed yourself from within. And then that's the love that never dies. And that's where you start to attract at an even level and start to feel satisfied, because you're building up yourself, your self-worth, your talent from within. And then, of course, surrounding yourself with people that help you grow, that recognize your talent and push you in really positive ways. So Taurus is a great time for all of us. And our abundance has to do not just with, of course, financial abundance, which is important at this time, because you must take charge of what you have and value what you have for everything. Value what you own. Part of gratitude is abundance and attraction. So it's a really great time for solar return readings, consultations during your birthday, a little bit before. You feel this coming on 3 months before. So for all Tauruses, you're going to have the full moon in your 7th house, and whatever goals you've been working on here, you get to see some things flourishing, especially whatever was going on last fall. October 30th was the new moon in Scorpio in your 7th house, and here's the full moon. Okay, what were you going on with business partnerships, personal partnerships? Where were you planting new seeds and investing time? So we'll go through the other signs. on the day when we talk about the day, and that full moon is happening on Wednesday, of course. So Leo, you're also hot too. This is a great time for all of us. You're going to see that Sun is trining Pluto this week. This is the sign of empowerment. This is Earth trine. Earth wants to build something. So, and this is between Taurus and between Capricorn. So if you're a Virgo, you're filling out that grand fire, grand Earth trine. This is power and empowerment. Use it wisely. Capricorn wants to build something that's going to last. And Taurus is also interested in lasting value. They like high quality, right? And they want to get an investment back for their energy. They want a return on their investment. That's Taurus energy. Mars and Aries. So Aries people, Aries and Aries rising. When I talk about Leo too, it's Leo rising. Taurus rising too, you're being affected because that new moon is happening in your first house. So Mars is, we've got Mars sextile Neptune, Mars trine Jupiter this week. Okay, so that's bringing up inspiration, vision. Use that or being confused or, doing things, shady things. Neptune kind of clouds the boundaries, but Neptune is important for inspiration and vision. So use this energy very well. Mars trine Jupiter in air signs is excellent for communication. We're going to like that. And Aquarians, you will benefit from this fire trine because you're filling out the grand trine because you're another air sign. So great. It is a great week for Aquarians as well. And you're going to be having Jupiter come up into your 10th house, this fall. You're preparing for that. And this full moon is in your 10th house. Gemini and Virgos, we're still Mercury. Mercury's direct now. That's good for you. Mercury's been sitting with Aquarius, giving us, lightning inspiration, breaking outside the box, freedom of thought. And, Mercury rules everyday stuff as well. So things could be kind of shaking up in the everyday. And it's going to smooth out this week too. So these are all the hot signs this week. And let's get on with today. I love planning this because it really gets me into the flow of the energy. Monday. So Monday's today. Monday's a moon day. You've heard me talk about this so that you can understand the days and the energy of the day. It's going to take on the energy of the moon. The moon has been in action signs every single Monday. Excellent for getting stuff done. It's in Libra though. Libra has to do with relationships, cooperation, diplomacy, what is fair and what is balanced. In relationships, are they fair? Are they balanced? Is it too much of the me and not enough of the we? There needs to be a balance between that. And right now we've been dealing with that with Uranus in Aries, shaking up things. So we're bringing, and wherever there's a passive-aggressive behavior, that doesn't work so well. It's about the balance between being direct and being diplomatic in that sense. So we're dealing with grace in any situation that requires diplomacy. We may be seeing that come up. And in your own life, you have an option to lash out or to utilize diplomacy to gain cooperation in balanced ways. So it's always great if you have to get into a discussion, do it with the moon in Libra. It's great. The moon in Scorpio brings out all sorts of secrecy issues and manipulation and being mistrusting and things like that and thinking that things are going on that aren't really going on. So anyway, so it can bring up a lot of stuff tomorrow and the next few days with the full moon in Scorpio. Void. The moon's going void tonight. The moon's very active today, so we're putting this all together. Moon opposing Neptune, Mercury right now. So this is ramping up this Mercury, which is mind, thinking, thoughts, communication, opposing Uranus, which is something that's sudden, break free. And then it's trining Saturn and it goes void. So there's an opportunity to ground whatever energy got out of misplaced tonight. Sextiles are always about opportunity. It gives you an opportunity to take action to create disciplined, grounding, lasting balance. That's what Saturn does. It helps to round things out. So we may be feeling like we're walking on eggshells a little bit today, some of us. Keep the energy grounded. But it's an action sign. So people want stuff done. You're getting stuff done. I love when the moon's in an active sign. Those active signs are Libra, Aries, Capricorn, and Cancer. Those are all cardinal signs. So embedded, imbued within the energy of those signs is taking action. All right? Pull it together today. Be direct when you need to be. Gaining cooperation. There can be some tension, but it's going to balance out at the end of the evening. The moon goes into Scorpio tonight, 10:01 p.m. We start to feel the impending full moon coming on in Scorpio. So we're going to talk about using this energy at the highest levels, okay? All right, Tuesday is a Mars day. Mars in Gemini. So we've been talking about Mars and Gemini. Mars stays in a sign pretty much about 2 months because it takes about 2 days to change a degree. That's the rate of the movement of Mars. And Mars is a personal sign. Mars is the planet that describes in your own chart your ability to take action on your own behalf. How do you do that? Some people have much stronger Mars. If your Mars is conjoined your Sun, square your Sun, opposite your Moon, on your Moon. This creates the energy of bold aggressiveness that you may have to temper at times. It brings out certain traits as Aries. So it's really great to understand where Mars is, what sign it's in, what it's being aspected by, and because it will talk also about your vitality and your assertiveness, getting things done. So we're getting ready for the full moon, which is in on Wednesday. And Mars is going to be in Gemini through June the 4th. Okay, so this is really important for us because Mars is helping us reach out with more chatter, connections, phone, texting, talking, social media, whatever you need to get together in those realms. It's helping you to gather that, maybe gather some connections that you need to go forward because Venus is working her magic right now in the most naive, excited way. And I love when Venus is approaching maximum fullness. I was also born during this phase of Venus, so it takes on more importance to me. And that's one of my favorite things to do to look at in charts is look at the phase of Venus. It's important to women, but it's important to everyone to understand because Venus is what you attract. It's your desires. It's how you attract. It's what you're very good at as well. And so it can bring up also, this Gemini is about neighbors, being curious, a little too curious, because Curious George gets himself into trouble. So remember that. We can also be scattered, taking on a lot right now, and keeping that in check. So Saturn in Sagittarius is kind of helping with that because it is opposing this placement in of Mars, because Gemini and Sag are opposite. So, okay, so we've got Sun trine Pluto. This is empowerment, powerful for all of us, especially Leos, because it's taking on the energy of Pluto. And a trine is an easy flow. So if you got some stuff to get it done tomorrow. This is big for business, your investments, any negotiations you have on. Scorpio, a great use of Scorpio energy with the moon in Scorpio is focus, commitment, mergers, loyalty, all of these things, because there is no more loyal sign next to Leo. I would say it's a fixed sign too, than Scorpio, being able to rely on them. Although the negative parts of Scorpio can come out as well, being mistrusting, thinking that things are going on, not trusting, hiding things, all of this stuff. Mercury joins Uranus, though. We're feeling that. We're going to feel it through Wednesday, and it's going to be captured in this full moon. March 26th, it's been sitting there 3 times as Mercury was going retrograde, conjoining with Uranus, bringing things to a head, getting us excited, though, in great ways. So that's Tuesday. The nodes are changing on Wednesday. The nodes are going into Leo and Aquarius. And this is where the eclipses are coming. This is bringing up all of this creative self-expression. It's bringing up love, passion, what is passionate for you, and bringing that forward. But this started way back in August of 2015 when Venus was retrograding through the sign of Leo, helping us all to connect with something passionate within us that we can put our own signature on that really represents who we are, working really nicely with Uranus in Aries, because that's a trine. They're fire signs. Fire is inspirational. Leo is enthusiastic. There is no more sign than Leo, and I am a Leo, so I know it's sustained enthusiasm. So that actually goes into how they, conduct themselves in relationships. It's sustained love. It's sustained enthusiasm about another person, a project, a creative source. Leos must create. So this is really big right now. It also brings confidence, enthusiasm, and to be leaders. So those people will be coming up now. Leo is also about leadership across the world. It's the kings, it's the leaders. And this is going to be big for us with this eclipse coming in August. Donald Trump is Leo rising. The eclipse is right on his ascendant. Yes, he's even more popular than ever in the news. Popular, I don't mean by vote popularity, but there's a reason that he was voted in. With Uranus saying we must change and all of this happening, he's really connected to the energy that represents what's going on now. Okay? So this will be a very important time for us. And there are really excellent mundane astrologers. Mundane astrologers look at stuff and daily kind of stuff. I like focusing on personal astrology. So those mundane astrologers will make forecasts of what's going on in the world. Okay? Wednesday is a Mercury day. Mercury is direct now. Yay, which is excellent. And it's sitting with Uranus. So this is bright. This is innovative. All right, this is break-free kind of information. And it's also a full moon in Scorpio. Whatever you started last October is showing full blooming now. Where is that in your chart? I'm a Sag rising. Okay, so you would think that it's in my 12th house, but actually it's occurring and it's highlighting my 11th house. That's why you need to know, and I'm a Leo, so it's going to affect also my 4th house. So you need to know your sun sign and your rising sign because the energies are blending. And it's that area of your life that's showing full bloom now. Endings, full bloom. Whatever you planted the seeds last fall, you see the fruit right now, which is terrific. 20 degrees of Scorpio, 24 minutes, and it's at 5:42 p.m. and then the moon goes void. And then we have this conjunction with Mercury, which I've been talking about. New you, new life, authenticity. This is bringing all of this stuff forward. Rebellion, it can be a little bit of a rebellious mind, but that's how inventions get done, right? You have vision and you have, innovation. That's another great word for it. Captured in this full moon is also Sun trine Pluto. Powerful, determined, and empowered. I love all of this. So whatever you're working on that's important to you, really have the ability to see some of your work. If you have been working, you see the results of that now. The fruit from your seeds that you planted. Love this. The power of the individual, the inner freedom, the individual. This is the power there. So bring that out yourself and have the, just really have the courage to do that. Let's talk about each of the signs, how the full moon's going to shake out. So Taurus, will start with you since that was your new moon this month. The full moon is in your 7th house. It relates to all of your relationships and your business partnerships, also the public. You are now in the public eye for the next 6 months, for sure. And as because these were the results are going to be happening in the upper part of your chart. This is, and also if you've been doing any work on your image, yourself, your physical body, your appearance, that's also coming to a head. You may have started a new physical regime, got some new clothing and apparel. That's all about 1st house. So Gemini, it's your 6th house. That's where the full moon is. 6th house has to do with your daily work environment. It also has to do with your health, how you're taking care of your body. The 6th house happens to be the maintenance room of your relationships as well. The maintenance room of your physical body. Cancer is your 5th house. 5th house has to do with your creative pursuits. It also has to do with your children, your first child, creating a child, anything that you are working on in a creative sense, because it is creative self-expression there. It's also fun and romance, all right? So Leos, again, this is your 4th house. This has to do with your private life. This has to do with how you fortify yourself in a way that people don't see you. You know, how you're building your own energy reserves to bring out to the public. And this is your most private self. Something around the home will come up. Virgo, 3rd house. This is your mental studies. This is how you communicate with other people. This is your ability to do talks and to get your social media out there. This is also your neighborhood, things going on in the neighborhood, short distance trips, and it also has to do with your siblings. So something going on possibly with your brothers. This is Virgo, Virgo rising, Leo, Leo rising. When I say the sign here, it also depends on the rising sign. Libra. So Libra and Libra rising. Venus ruled, big stuff going on for you. Venus is in Aries right now, giving you a little bit of boldness when it comes to your direction and assertiveness around love and affection. 2nd house is your full moon. That has to do with your financial status, money, how you're getting money, using money, if you have bills to pay, and it's coming out there. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Well, whatever you were working on last fall, planting seeds for yourself, it's showing up now. You know, what things did you do to improve your image? That's coming up. It can be an emotional time for you if you need to bring up some emotional wounds because it is in your 1st house. Sagittarius, your 12th house. Listen, if you haven't been getting enough sleep or something's been lagging in your health, and it could be because you have Saturn on you, Sagittarius, so it's time for you to take care of your physical body, make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating well, drinking enough fluids, all of these things. 6th house behind the scenes. All right. How is your spiritual life doing? Maybe you need to start a meditation, yoga, getting into that, changing your mind from the inside out. Meditation is excellent for the brain, excellent for manifesting good things to you. You call them in a feminine way rather than pushing out in a masculine way, which we see in the outer world all the time. And Capricorn, your 11th house, now it's going to be in my 11th house as well, although I'm not Capricorn rising. So you see how important it is to know your natal chart. Please send me a message and I will send you your chart. You need to know it. And it's great. This is how you start to learn about yourself. I'm so passionate about that. So KK at kkastrology.com. Say, here's my natal information. You need to know time, place. It's all mathematical. So you need latitude, longitude, that's your city and state, where you were born, and the exact time. If you can get it off your birth certificate, it's more accurate. Because this is timing. Timing is about math. All right? And then so it is the science of quantum physics. And yet energies, there is no time and place for energies are kind of flowing in the past, the present, and the future, bringing those together. Let's not go to the whole soul thing, but and astrology, it is not the end of ends. It is bringing opportunities to you. You have free will to act on that. You also have a mind that can screw up good stuff coming to you. So you have to operate at the most positive mindset possible to utilize the energies from the highest realm. Okay, Pisces. So Aquarius, 10th house, sorry. Going back to Capricorn, I don't know if I said it or not. The 11th house has to do with your friendships, your goals. So if you were developing some new friendships, I mean, you might see something blooming now with new friends, new goals, new vision for your future. And Aquarius, as I said, Aquarius is big time for you. So this is your 11th house. This is your 10th house is blooming right now. That is your career. That is how you were seen in the outer world. This is your reputation. So what were you doing last fall to build seeds around your career? It's coming to full bloom now. Whatever you were doing then is coming to bloom now, and you will see the fruit of those efforts. Pisces, 9th house. 9th house has to do with long distance travel. Also, how you're advancing your mind at an upper level, taking some extra courses. Long distance travel, people at a distance, foreigners, people that live at a distance that you know, also your in-laws is your 9th house, bringing that to a head. Aries is your 8th house. Aries, this is the house. So the new moon was in your 2nd house, says, okay, how am I going to use my money, my talents to maybe make more, ask for a raise? Your 8th house has to do with all the stuff that you borrow. Your credit cards, get that in order. How you're investing your money, your mortgage, maybe check that out. This is about being financially responsible. This is also how you merge with another person. Intimacy is 8th house stuff. That is sexual. How are you using your intimacy skills? Who are you merging with in business or personally? Bringing that up, okay? All right, so Thursday, let's move on. Thursday is a Jupiter day. Jupiter's been in Libra. It's going to shift on October 10th into Scorpio. All you Scorpios are going to benefit. Once in 12 years, you have Jupiter go into your sign. It expands. It protects. It gives opportunity. If you have some negative stuff in your chart that it touches, it will also bring this out, but in a good way so that you can heal it. It's all in how you look at something. There was a wise proverb that, said, well, that's really lucky. Well, it may be or it may be not. So just remember, there's always opportunity in every adversity. It's all in how you look at things, okay? So fixed signs are going to get a boost from this, from Jupiter going into a fixed sign, because whatever Jupiter touches, it expands as well through square opposition. Taurus, your 7th house will be expanded. Leo, your 4th house of home. And Aquarius, your 10th house of career success and reputation. The moon's going to be going into the sign of Sagittarius today. It's void in the morning. We've got some churning energies from Scorpio in the full moon. And Sagittarius is all about, Sagittarius is more about freedom, optimism, looking forward to the future, getting outside, enjoying nature, working out. So Jupiter in Libra has been teaching us about our social skills, balance, if we're balanced or imbalanced in relationships, cooperation where you need more, diplomacy. I've been talking about this with the moon in the sign of Libra. It's love versus war, me versus we, and fairness in relationships, because Libra rules also war as well. So when it goes into Scorpio, we're going to have a big shift of energy. So it's bringing up everything that we learned, like during the time that Saturn was going through Libra in around 2010, 11, into 12 before it went into Scorpio. Okay, so good stuff there. And it's going to be going direct June the 9th. So that's good for Sag and Sag rising. Your ruler is going to go direct, so it's an easier flow. Mars is squaring Neptune that day, 1:53 p.m. What does this mean? It's a challenge. It's a challenge to act because it's a little nebulous. That's what Neptune does. It draws, it makes the out borders like weak. You don't have, and when they say, create boundaries. Neptune has a hard time with boundaries. If you have a strong Neptune, you have a hard time with boundaries. So you have to learn boundaries, because boundaries they prevent chaos. And that's what Saturn, because Saturn is the opposite from Neptune energy. Saturn's really good about getting their shit in line and keeping the boundaries where the boundaries need to be, to keep things under control, acting with compassion, respecting boundaries, what lies in communication. So Neptune is big about lying. It blurs the truth there. And Moon and Sag wants the truth. Neptune is trining Saturn. So we're sorting out kind of like the energy of the last couple days. Saturn gives us structure where we need it. Okay. So that's a good day to get out and about and get enthusiastic and kind of clear up any emotional issues that came up during the full moon. But know that for business, Scorpio is about business and mergers. Friday, Venus Day. We all love Venus. Venus can be very bold and aggressive and risk-taking in the sign of Aries. Now, it's been going back over an area from 13 degrees of Aries back into 27 degrees of Pisces, traveling back March the 4th. It was at 13 degrees. It went all the way back. It won't be back to that spot till May the 18th. And then we've got that area figured out, sorted out where we want to take action based on our vision to go forward. That's kind of what we're bringing into all of this. And Venus retrograde says work from within, get connected with what you want to bring forward. Venus fullness, I talked about this. Venus will be at maximum fullness, 46 degrees behind the sun. This is mathematical. And she gives energy and information to us here on Earth on how to save us, how to love more, how to act in ways to benefit, because Venus is a benefic. Sorted out, we're getting the information here sorted out is what I'm saying. And Let's see. And also on this day, we've got Mars trine Jupiter, this energy and optimism. So go forward in great ways. Adventure. I love that about Sag energy. Adventure more. Do more interesting things. Grow. Connect with others. Let's see. Moon trine Venus in the morning, which is nice. So we're finding that out from Thursday into the morning. This is nicely romantic. Confusing afternoon, and then some potential for rash arguments at the end of the day. 6:45 p.m. we've got Moon opposite Mars. So watch out. Choose your words wisely, because words can't be taken back, but it also gives us a lot of energy to take action. And Friday is my honey's birthday, so happy birthday, which is great. And I'm looking forward to celebrating that. Saturday is a Saturn day. So Saturn gives us, like I said, structure. Saturn in your own chart says, where do you need to take responsibility? Saturn in the sky says, where do we need to take responsibility? And it has been in Sagittarius. It stays in a sign for 2.5 years, and it doesn't return for 29 years. So it's a very big time. It retrogrades several times to give us time to take that homework and do it and integrate it into our lives. Saturn in Sagittarius is much easier to deal with than many of the signs. It says, open up your mind and be expansive to new things, new people, new way of doing things, learning new things, getting more information, and sorting that information in useful ways. It leaves on December the 19th. It won't be back for 29 years. And then you Capricorns born December 20th through 25th are going to get you're going to get Saturn on you December, January, February, around this time. So get ready for that. You want to make sure your body's in great physical health, because this is a great success time for you. It really hones you into a lot of success. In my experience, it can also bring illness if you haven't been attending to your physical body. And it's good to know where it's happening. So that's why you need to have your natal chart. Moon. So we've got trine Uranus and conjoining Neptune that day. It's about discipline in this afternoon. So you know what? Get disciplined with your physical, because it's Sagittarius and your plans for the future. So Sunday is a Sunday, and we've got Sun in Taurus. Excellent. It's one of my favorite signs, because, well, my chart ruler is Taurus, so I resonate with all Taurus energy, and I exude that. It is Mother's Day as well. It is an Earth day. We've got the moon going into an Earth sign, so this is incredible. It's about tradition, building something to last, discipline, structure, a plan. There can be some tension around relationships. It's building 10:24 p.m. I would say sleep late and enjoy the morning, because we've got moon with Jupiter, moon with Neptune in the morning, and then enjoy some real big business-minded focus that's going to be coming into play on Monday, when the moon is in Capricorn. Again, another active sign every Monday. Next Monday is a very big businessy kind of day. A lot of focus. So anyway, guys, have a fabulous week. This is big. This is about the fruits. And Scorpio on the excellent end is about where we merge and we invest our talents. And if you have some deep emotional things to bring those out so they can heal. Have a beautiful week. My email is kk@kkastrology.com. Thank you so much for subscribing, sharing my information. Please leave me any comments. I love them. So have a beautiful week. You may get your day planners out, but you may need to read this a couple times, because I know it's long, but there's a lot going on. Have a fabulous week.